Mr. Camaro, Dr. Hack'n'Slash here, going over your chart. Seems like you are recovering quite nicely from performance muffler transplant surgery. Yes, your vital signs are looking good. There are a few items to discuss, though, as you remember in our pre-consultation. The downside to upgrading to a performance muffler with the nature of your V6 motor, that is difficult to make a V6 motor sound good with aftermarket performance mufflers. However, the Cherry Bomb turbo muffler has done a rather decent job of controlling that high-end rasp that all V6s seem to produce. Then again, the desired tone is not quite as good as the purity of a nice throaty V8 engine sound. Again, not an insult, just simply stating facts. As you and I both know, that the V6 is not necessarily a desired power plant for an automotive vehicle such as yourself. They are underpowered and have a tendency to not be able to get out of its own way. Where are you going? Good heavens, man, give the stitches some time to heal. What's up, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be doing just a little bit of work on my Camaro. I've got somewhere I got to be this afternoon, and so I'm going to try to get this done quickly. What I've got going on with the Camaro, you guys know I did a video where I compared 4 different Cherry Bomb mufflers and did some sound tests with that. Well, I'm going to be finishing off the exhaust on the Camaro. I've got the turbo muffler on right now. You'll see in just a minute the way I have the exhaust set up. The tailpipe tail section is not finished, so I need to finish that off. I'm actually going to be driving the car for a couple hours today, and I want to be able to have that on properly before we go. I've got to finish it off by putting a tail section on it. The exhaust basically just runs to right behind my driver's side rear tire, so all the exhaust fumes causing mud to kind of stick to the side of the car because the exhaust is kind of damp. And the major reason is you open the gas cap and heat would just roll out of there whenever I'd go to fill up with gas. Not good. Well, I was really hoping I can get to the Trailblazer today, at least get the front wheels off and start assessing damage, because the whole front end needs to be replaced. I'm going to be replacing it with parts off of my parts truck. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get that today, so I guess I just don't have the time. So anyway, I've got to go grab a Sawzall from my father-in-law, but I've got a real quick honey-do list. Got to go take trash. Alright, let's get some real work done. Alright, I'm going after the Sawzall because my hacksaw is broken and just never have gone to replacing it. My father-in-law was kind enough to let me borrow his power tools, so we're going to run up to the shop real quick and grab it. I've really enjoyed the turbo muffler on the Camaro. I've been driving it now for a couple of days. I do recommend the turbo styled muffler for V6s. If you've got a Camaro, a Firebird, or a Mustang, they sound a lot like stock, but they are a couple of notches louder. And what I really like about it is you can hear the exhaust tone, the downshifting. You know, it's got a good bassy tone to it. So I really enjoy the sound of turbo, and so far it's the one I recommend. I got this 90-degree turn at AutoZone. I'm gonna need to measure this up so that I can utilize this hanger, and then that way I can have the tailpipe and the turn down properly exit the back of the car. And then I'm going to cut this pipe wherever I need to cut it to be able to hang this tail. I'll cut this just a little bit long just to leave myself a little bit of room for error. So I'll get my Sawzall and make this first cut. Boy, that was not straight at all. I've dry fitted this a time or two, and I think I've got it where I want it. I've got a length of pipe that is basically just in by friction here. I jammed that in there. I can't move it, so I don't think I'm going to need a clamp right there. So I've got my 90-degree. Seems to line up just fine. This setup right here is not ideal for me. I'm just going with what I've got. I think I'd like to have one of those rubber hangers that has the hook on the end instead of using this exhaust clamp. But I'm just going to have to go with it, set this up. Hopefully this won't move too much on me, and we'll see. And then I've got a cut piece of pipe that's going to give me just a little bit more length to be able to put the down turn on. Put that on there, and then my down turn right there. So I got to get a clamp for here and here. Where this thing needs to be tightened down real good is this clamp right here, because that's going to determine how the tailpipe fits. And I'm sure it's going to wiggle loose over time and sag. Obviously you want to weld all this stuff up, but I have plans in the future to take this muffler off. So we'll just clamp it for now, so it's all going to be temporary. Turbo muffler, 90-degree angle, got my hanger right here, and then my downspout. It's all in there pretty tight now. Now they've got everything snug, all these clamps tightened down. This thing really, it's on there pretty good. So that should hold for a while. Like again, this is going to be temporary. All right, I think that turned out quite nicely. The pipe is hidden right behind the back bumper, and the nice turn down, help the exhaust clear the car. So, yeah, let's fire this up and see how it sounds now. don't think the addition of the tailpipe has done anything for the noise level. It may be a little bit quieter. I don't know. I can't tell. It's definitely quieter on the inside. That's one of the benefits to having the tailpipe finished on this car. The interior drone noise is gone. There's no noticeable drone at all. And you're probably thinking, well, duh, that's what the tailpipe's for. Well, that wouldn't come as too much of a surprise to me if that wasn't the case for my Silverado. For some reason, whatever muffler I had on, with or without tailpipe, the drone level inside the truck was pretty high. And I'm just really pleased that the drone is gone with the addition of the tailpipe on the turbo on my Camaro. So that's a nice little benefit there. Plus, I'm also glad that exhaust isn't exiting into that wheel well and where the gas filler tube is for the gas tank. I'm just glad that that's gone. And who knows if the fumes were going to get in the vehicle if it wasn't tailpipe properly. I don't know. But I'm pleased with the way this thing sounds. To me, it's just the perfect fit for this car. I really enjoy it a lot. I'm just got some peace of mind knowing that it's plumbed properly. The drone's gone. We took it on a nice little road trip about a week ago, and it was a pleasant drive. Anyway, I'm just curious what you may have experienced with your vehicles. If you've had a tailpipe or not had a tailpipe, did it help with any drone level in your vehicle? Like it did with my Camaro, or like it didn't with my Silverado. I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless. And don't forget to hit that like switch on your way out. We'll see you next time. Yes, Mr. Camaro, Dr. Hackenslash here, just going over your chart. Your recovery from your performance muffler transplant surgery seems to be going well. Good heavens, that was a wasp. Kind of scared me a little bit. Spit choke. A little gun shy got stung by a wasp a couple weeks ago.